Hello all, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to see first head and tail function. So today we are going to see first head and tail function. So now, as you know that like I just created a notebook and attached the cluster. Okay, let me just give first head. Let's see. Okay, this is the okay. So now let's see. I just remove this one. Let's see. So today we are going to see the first head and tail function. So I just created the notebook and attach the cluster, right? This is our cluster. So now after attach the clusters, first I just imported all the functions. Either you can input single function or like you can input all the functions. I imported all the type, and when we have the window function, I rank, length rank, lead lag, at that time we use the window function. And so I just imported, I copied from the last notebook only as it is. And now let's see, I just what I can do, I can create a some extra row for your just give the comma next row. Okay, so we just added some row. Let's see now. So we are adding some extra row to like see the like in the detail way, like how fast head and tail function work. 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, right? And here I can change the salary like something 6, like here something 9 and 4, right? So now we created the our data. So whenever you want to create a data, first use the square bracket, and for the each row use the round bracket, and after each row we need to give the comma, right? So this is first row, then second row, third row, right? And schema means actual or column header name. So first row is the id, second row is the name, third row is the city, and last row is the salary. And then we created one variable, that is df1, and this is the create data frame. This is the function, and there we need to pass the two variable. First one is the data and second one is the schema. So let's run the code and let's see the result, what result we will get. Now run the code and let's see the data. Now df1 dot show. So by using either we can use the show function or display function. Show function show the result in the partition, but display function show the result in the tabular format, right? Now let's see, if just want to see the first 3-4 records, right? When you have the 1,000 records or one like some 10 lakh 20 lakh, at that time we just want to see some 20 record 30 records for the sample purpose. So at that time we need to use the head function, df. So this is the syntax is very easy, df dot head, and how many rows we want, suppose 3 rows we want, and after that use the show function. Now let's run the code and let's see the what result we will get. Okay, let's see. So here we don't need a show function in the head. So let's run the code. Now if you see, we are getting the 3 rows and all it showing in the row, right? This is the format we are getting, right? id is 101, like 102, 103. And now suppose I just want to see the bottom 2 rows or 3 rows, any rows like 10, 15, something. At that time we use the tail function, head and tail. Head is top, tail is bottom. So head we are using to see the top rows and tail is the bottom rows. Now df1 dot tail. So how many rows we want to see? Suppose at the bottom, from bottom we want to see the 3 rows. All the bottom we have 106, 107, 108, and all the name is same, Lucy and Chennai. So let's see the result. and firstly we run the code and let's see the what result we will get. Now if you see 106, 107, 108, right? And if I just print it, let's see it will work or not. Print and print, and here also just print it, and if I run it now, let's see the result. So now if you see we are getting the both the result. This is the top 3 records and this is head by using head function, and this one is the bottom 3 records by using the tail function. Now in some case we just want to see the first row, at that time we also have the first function. Now if I just df1 dot first, so if you see this is the first row, and here I think we don't need a pass the argument. Let's see directly, like it will run or it will show the error. So it is showing error. I think here we need to pass the argument. Copy is in capital, let's make it a small and run the code. Still we are getting the error. Let's remove the argument and let's see the result once again. Now if you see for the first function we don't need to pass the argument because it's name only mentioning that, like suggesting it is the first row, like. So if you see this one is the head function, this one is the tail function where we are getting bottom records, and this one is the first function where we are getting the first record from the data frame. So that's all about the today video. If you have any question, please write down in comment and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.